called What City Was Built for Me. Can you spare a breath's unraveling? I speak of the bricks become somehow familiar, a window closing its mouth and painted clouds painting the sky. There are new places that look much like the old places, but this time their angles were built with new messages in mind about how the memory can be applied to the emotion, or if at all. Can you spare a What City Was Built for Me, please? Release yourself from counting the days on the other side of the packaging and just listen to the melodies of screaming. Can you spare a magazine of equals signs? If the train repeats the same motions under the river as above it, can the train still be used as a verb, or should I exchange this oven mitt for a faster? The particles in morning light only write sentences when the gates over storefronts lift and the lights overhead open the aisles. Will you leave a note under your welcome mat, or should I place the feeling of standing in an empty house under there? This is from a series of poems called On the Couch, because they were written on the couch. As the door closes, I see myself down below, matching my fingers to the light bright hand blinking on the corner. Measuring how far etching what touches the eye can go changes the landmarks with the words used to describe them. For the regular train clacks to sound out between the bricks that they throw sparks onto, the earth below concrete has to swallow them whole. From the roof, sound is severed from origin, and a melodic summer jam bleeds into headlights from rows of cars brushing now over changed leaves. Manhattan's skyline rises like a hologram from a box of Cracker Jacks where treetops, steeples, and buildings become indistinguishable in short distances, measured in car horns if day meant place. From here, one can say that a telephone pole rises above it all, promising rewards for lost pets. Same poem. Strength is the ability to conjure an expanse in a single word or a single image that cradles an indisputable silence and slides it into what will be said about all this nighttime patchwork of windows outside my windows. Soon shatters what was, clapping his hands at the edge of memory's construction site. Back through the needle eye of the doorway I walked, dripping, thinking about flooded rivers and clanging cowbells in streets buried by years and rivers. As though a vacation trip in a minivan brought me to the ocean, and I built a sandcastle from handles of knives washed ashore during rain. That's the last one. Sorry, there's a shadow. You can't see it, but there's a shadow on the words. You can't see the words. Wasting water in the steam of dishwashing, I think of smoke after missile explosions. I think of smoking a cigarette, and I look up to see the couple across the street watching a talk show on the couch in the dark, and of laughter we can't see the audience, and of what the audience cannot see, the fires rising after missile explosions. As they sit in a cold room where lights over the set are hot on makeup, I think of bringing you everything I've ever read and talking about it later over coffee. I think of state fairs and spectacles under the dust created by dragging footsteps in cowboy boots. I think of all the sirens after explosions that sound just like the ones we have here, and of the city outside my window dozing in cowboy boots, and of the details of this city feeling like I too am vanishing, beginning with the tips of my fingers and ending somewhere around the eyes.